What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is back at the, what do we call it? Nitro Storage. I told my friend at work, by the way, what's up, people? Okay, now that hopefully the dust is settled by now, let's get back to regular scheduled Muggy Maniac programming. Yes, we're still going to talk shit. Yes, this is Nitro Porn. Okay, this is no G-rated. There's no Family Channel here. This is hardcore, just Gearhead Nitro, 8-scale Nitro busting bullshit. Okay? So, if you're a Traxxas hugger, or, you're an RTR, guru, and you think, that RTRs are just, the shit, then that's, hey, to each his own, man. For the record, okay, I had a guy made a comment. This was funny. A guy made a comment. He said that in the South, scrub means whack, and what did he say? Whack and lame, something like that. Whack or lame. That's what scrub means in the South. And I said, well, first of all, I'm not in the South. I can't help if you guys got different lingo there or whatever. If you Google scrub, it says that is the term scrub. It's the New Age word that means newbie, okay, or noob. Noob or newbie. Google it. That's what it says. Doesn't say you're whack. Doesn't say you're lame. Doesn't say you're retarded. Doesn't say that you're an asshole. Doesn't say all those things that people think that scrub means. Like, that's why I say, people, do your homework. Okay? It's kind of like, if you guys know anything about the term cheating, right? Those of you that are married or have girlfriends or boyfriends or both or whatever, cheating is a nice way to say fornicating. Okay, that's what it means. When you're cheating on your wife, or you're cheating on your girlfriend, you're fornicating, man. Okay, that's what it is. But no, don't say fornication. That's too what? That's too real. That's too to the point. That's what it is. It's the same freaking thing. Scrub. You don't like that? All it means is newbie or noob. That's what it means. So when I say scrub, that means new or newbie. So whatever. If you guys can't, it's like a lost in translation thing. It's really funny. But anyway, this guy was actually pretty cool. But he said that's what it means. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just putting that out there. He obviously is from the South, but he says in the South, scrub means whack or lame. I think that's what he said. So anyway, that's not what Google says it means. And go look it up, okay? It's not what it means. It means noob or newbie. And again, I never call people that, I'm not saying that you're a scrub. All I'm saying is if you got an RTR, okay, that's what it was made for. It wasn't made for a guy that had many years experience. It wasn't made to race. It wasn't made for a pro. It wasn't... RTR was made. I don't care what it is. OFNA. I don't care if it's a Losi. I don't care. It wasn't designed. The people that developed those vehicles didn't develop them because they were developing it to race and to win championships and to win IFMARs and roars. They designed it for the newbie, for the scrub, okay? Which, that's why they designed it. They designed it for the newbie, okay? So he could get his feet wet and learn without having to, have all kinds of experience. That's what it was designed for. Okay? Now you learn, you get good at it. I have a scrub whip. You can't see it because it's in one of these big boxes. So my XTM Mammoth ST. Okay? It's a freaking scrub whip. It was my first whip, was a scrub, but I didn't have it forever. I put probably more money and time in it than I should have. But anyway, it was for me to learn, cut my teeth, and move on to the next thing. Now, if you like doing the RTRs and or that's all you can afford, well, guess what? I'm going to go out the same thing Mr. Bodegel always said about that. Work a little bit more. Put in some extra hours. Work some overtime. Get a second job. By the way, I just picked up a weekend job to make some extra cash because I got a sick habit that I need to feed. It's an animal. It's a monster, and I need to feed my habit. Okay, I don't care what I got to do. So I don't want to hear, that's all I can afford, or I don't have, and there's certain situations where people that, for whatever reason, they just, like, let me share something with you guys. I'm going to share something with you guys. This guy, I believe his channel is Nitro for Life. Or I think no. Is it Nitro for Life or Nitro Life? Anyway, he's a new subscriber. Okay? This guy, I don't know how he got my number. Must have been when I put it, because I did the same thing. I put my number up one time. But I don't care about putting my number up because you can block unwanted calls. Okay, that's all you do. So anyway, this guy sent me a text last night, and he said, "Listen, this is my entry," and he sent a picture, and I forgot what kind. It's some generic whip, but it was clean, man. This thing had the shitty coupler, the exhaust with the frickin' coupler on it. That's called the rubber piece on there. I mean, he had this little. Actually, I thought it was a cool idea. He had this brace, this piece of plastic thing that he put across here. So if he runs it on the street and it flips, he's not going to tear up his shock towers. I'm like, this guy, he's like me. I don't do that, but you know how I am anal about any scratches. When I get a head scratch on an engine, I'm pissed off. I can't stand that. I mean, look, this is the newest Nova modded by RCR. Look at that. You guys seen that? Remember I showed you guys? Look at that. It's not bad. Almost looks like it's supposed to be there, but look, it's scratched. That shit pissed me off, man. That's how I am. But anyway, so to get back to the story, he goes and he's telling me, this is his entry and I hope he wins. And then he goes into this thing, it really touched my heart, man. And this is why I do this. And he's not the only one that's done this. Okay, so quite to the contrary of what people believe. Okay, and he said, as soon, and to make a long story short, I'm going to hook this guy up. But the reason is because his wife died, man. I started getting choked up. I'm almost starting to get choked up right now. His wife died not too long ago and left him, he's in the debt, big time debt, because they split everything. And he's raising her son. And he loves Nitro, man. The guy has a passion for it, man. Obviously, he takes care of his shit. It's cleaner than mine. His shit's clean. He definitely takes care of his shit. Okay, so far he's the only entry. I don't care. I hope nobody else enters. Because nobody else enters. This guy is going to get the motor hands down. Plus, I already told him, listen, I'm going to send you a pipe. I'm going to hook you up with a good pipe, a good header with it, and a clutch setup. And the guy went into, oh, man, thank you. I'm in debt to you for life. And the guy was like, he was super, super excited, man. He just can't afford, he loves Nitro, but he can't afford it because of the situation he's in. His wife died. No matter all this baloney that's been going on, that right there made my rest of my year and probably for a while. And I had another guy too. The guy was an ex-recovering heroin addict. And I had a guy that was a recovering alcoholic that said they like watching my videos because it keeps them busy when they're wrenching and it's part of their sobriety. And then I get this guy, man. That's I don't care about any of this stuff, all this drama, for the sake of my subscribers and those people like that are loyal to me, I owe them some good, decent video footage, and I owe them not wasting their time. So again, for those of you that are my loyal subscribers and they don't stab me in the back, and you people that aren't the thumbs down, and even if you are the thumbs down, whatever, if I entertain you, you like my videos when there's not all this BS going on, I apologize. Okay? All I'm doing, though, is I'm defending myself. And it's really sucks. Yes, I could ignore it and just act like nothing happened. But that's not in my DNA. Nobody, and I told this to a very close brother of mine. I told him, I said, I understand what you're talking about. I said, but I am never going to back down when somebody tries to tarnish my reputation or my name. or or when somebody tries to slander me, when you try to slander the Muggy Maniac, I'll tell you what's going to happen. This right here, up your ass. That's what's going to happen. Physically, no. I would never do that to anybody, as pissed off as I would get. But a verbal beatdown, you will get. Remember, I said this all the time in my videos, and I haven't said it in a while. If you bring a knife to a gunfight, which means if you bring some verbal argument that has no bearing on anything, has no facts, doesn't have nothing behind it, no weight to it, just a bunch of this, you're going to get a verbal smackdown. The Muggy Maniac is going to get in that ass. and so let's I wanted to share that story with you. I don't want to get into a rant and rave about things because I'm cool. It's all water under the bridge, but you know, it does irritate me when it's the simple fact that guys like that appreciate my videos when I'm teaching and running and doing, and not wasting time trying to defend myself because other people want to be idiots. Okay, so anyway, that's cool, and I'm going to hook this guy up. I think his name's Nitro Lifestyle, something like that. But anyway, as soon as he gets the stuff, he said he's gonna do a video, show his appreciation, so which I thought was cool. You know, I'm not looking for any kind of credit for anything that I do, and I'm not saying this. Oh, look at me, I help people out. Look at me, I do this. Oh, I'm not one of those guys. Shout out to Sherman. That guy steals a lot of ideas from me, but you know what? He gives credit where credit's due. Okay, and again, it's not like I want the props or whatever, or hey, you know, if you're gonna, you know, copy me, at least give me the credit. That's not what it's about. It's about people that act like they're the ones that came up with it. That's what pisses me off. That's what irritates me. When you present things or show people something and you don't even give people the credit from where you learned it from. I've never done that, and I never will. Okay? That's like some low-life shit. Okay, if you're going to jack somebody's ideas, and I know, and everybody knows, some of the greatest ideas and inventions in this world are stolen by somebody else. And that's cool. Just give people credit. If I'm going to copy somebody's stuff or show something, you know, I don't care if it's a cleaner or a tool or a little trick, you know, with whatever, I'm going to give the person the credit. And that guy, and Sherman, props to Sherman. Shout out to you, Sherman, because he's always, whether it's the Novorossi oil, the Blue Magic, and, you know, just other things that whatever he's learned from me or copied from me, he always gives me credit, man. He doesn't act like he's the one that came up with it, and there's a lot of people that do that. There's a term, and some of you guys have heard of it, that's trifling. Trifling is an expression that means the lowest of low lives. Trifling. People that do that shit are trifling. John always said, do you give credit due where credit's due? And I did the same thing. And on the flip side of that, I give criticism due where it's due as well. Okay? Some people can dish it out, but they can't handle it. You know, like, what was that movie with Demi Moore and Jack Nicholson, Men of Honor? You can't handle the truth. There's some people that can't handle the truth, and they get all pissed off, and they want to start throwing out false accusations and getting, you know, and all that. So anyway, let's move on beyond that. But anyway, shout out to Sherman. Shout out to Nitro Addict. That guy is a guy that I see doing good work. And these are people that I recommend. I'm going to give shout outs and give recommendations of people that I think is doing a good job. If you don't hear people's names on my channel, then hey, you're on your own. Go, you know, I don't recommend them. And I watch pretty much everybody for the most part. But of lately, I don't really care to watch anybody. It's just better for me not to watch as many videos. I've unsubscribed to so many people, I'm just not going to watch them anymore. I don't care. That way I don't get all pissed off when I watch them when they're talking shit about me. Who cares? I could care less. I got things to do. I got people to teach. I got guys like Nitro for Life or Nitro Lifestyle. I think it's Nitro Lifestyle. The guy at Nitro Lifestyle, you know, also Nitro Nation. Shout out to him. These are all newbies, man. These guys are doing work. They're putting in the work. They're learning. They're doing their homework. Okay? They're not BSing and lying to people. They're not making all these bobble and mistakes and jacking shit up on video. They're doing all their research and all their development on the side, and then they're making a video of saying, hey, this is what I did. This is the results that I got. Hey, I did that shimming thing. Or, hey, I did this. This is what I learned. Let me show you. And this is what I learned. Don't do this. Don't. That's how you do it. That's what me and Mr. Zara talked about. I've been talking about for the last few weeks. You know, too many people are doing the opposite. They're doing all their bonehead shit on video and jacking up new people. And newbies are getting all confused. And that's why they quit. Has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me shit-talking or defending or battling with guys. It has nothing to do with it. It's because there's too many people giving out the wrong shit because they don't even know what the hell they're doing. And also for the record, too, somebody said that they're not sure. Well, I said this about how long. Listen, I've been in Nitro, full 8-scale Nitro, for 10 years, okay? Off and on for 4. I joined YouTube and started doing my YouTube videos in 2014. Go look on my shit. It'll tell you. But 4 years prior to that, I was doing Nitro off and on. Not heavy like I am now. Okay? And the other 10 years prior to that, I was doing a lot of 110 E-word racing. I raced 10th scale E-words. Built my own batteries. Did all of that. Okay? So a lot of videos did get deleted in the past of my shit when I switched phone. I switched phones since I've been on YouTube 3 different times. This is my 3rd phone of doing YouTube shit. So a lot of my shit got deleted and shit like that. I didn't delete anything on purpose, unlike some people do. Okay? Have I deleted stuff that the video was, you know, didn't come out right or something like that, or it was a part video, or the ones that were like this or upside down? Yeah, I've done those, but nothing deliberately. Okay? I had probably 100 videos that got deleted at one time that were when I first started on YouTube. I wish I still had them, man. When I first got my XTM, when I first got the MBX5 Pro Spec, man, I wish I had that footage of all that. I had this OFNA motor was my first decent engine. I'm the one that sealed it. It didn't come with a seal. It had some Polestar Roto fan bullshit on these things. And I sealed it. That was my first sealed motor. And then I got into, you know, the Nova LC 28.8s. That was my next quality big block. But anyway, so that's the deal on me. Okay? 10 years Nitro, off and on 4 years prior to YouTube. Then, what are we, 5 and almost 6 or whatever on YouTube now. Okay? So, let me unconfuse you on that. And prior to that, 10 years before that, E-word. And you know, I mean, I've had RC since I was 5 years old, 6 years old. I got my first radio control car, if you count that. I've been messing around with RCs for over 40 years, because I'm 51. I mean, yeah, I'm an old fart. So anyway, let's get back to what I want to do is, I just want to share that. So shout out to those guys, Nitro Addict, Nitro Nation, Nitro Lifestyle, Sherman, you know, those are all new guys, and they're doing the job, man. I would love you guys to put up some footage of an RTR that you got that's really clean, and not just clean as in clean, okay? Also clean looking, like fresh, like your setup's fresh. Even though it's all, you know, RTR rookie shit, you know, still fresh, okay? And you will get a free, you know what, and there's going to be a second place. Second place winner is going to get one of these custom muggy stands, and I might throw them in a half a dozen of the little motor stand deals. Okay? And maybe there might be a third place. Maybe I'll get a third place, I don't know, a tool or something. Maybe one of these. I can get hooked up with these. These are actually pretty cool. Every real man gearhead that has a man cave, okay, should have one of these with flames on it. That's just mandatory. But anyway, so what we were talking about last time is, let's go over, we didn't really talk about on the last one, as far as the NB 48.4. Okay, now, so this thing here, if you look, now here I want to show you something. Watch. See that slop? Look at that. Sloppy. Look at this. Okay. I thought it was the arms. The back ones are really bad. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Yeah. Okay, you need to check every once in a while. The problem is, as far as from what I can tell, I have to take it apart. Either the arms are worn, the inner part where the hinge pins go through. And by the way, these wear out every once in a while. You need to check them. These are called hinge pin inserts. I've heard people call them pills. Well, Techno calls these hinge pin inserts is what they're called. Okay? Look on the owner's manual. That's what it says. Hinge pin inserts. These are the ones with the dots, and it tells you the different setups. Well, the inner part of these things, the little holes on the inside, I got a whole thing of them. After a while, the holes in there, they get worn out. And that's where you get the slop. Like that. Now, what happens is when you continue to let that slop be like that, what you're going to do is you're going to start wearing your drivetrain. You're going to start wearing the pins on your dog bones. You're going to start stretching out these grooves in your diff cups. And eventually, when they get really bad, you'll start bending your drive shafts. So, if you've got a Techno or whatever vehicle that uses these, and you're getting that slop, check that. Make sure if you have new ones, you can get them. I think RC Waffle, they take apart everything and sell it separately, brand new, especially Techno shit. So I've got tons of these. So that's one of the things that I got to do when I tear this thing down. But this thing is not real dirty. It's not going to need a full-blown tear down all the way. But I'm going to probably pull off the front and the rear clip and then pull all the center out, clean it out really good. And probably take the shocks off and wipe them out really good and just make sure they're good. They still pull pretty smooth, so I don't think I have to do any. But I might open them up just to check them. As long as when you take your shocks and your shock springs off and you have a little bit of rebound, whatever your rebound setting is. I use the Ryan Letts thing. I know on the rear shocks, Ryan Letts, when he sets up his shocks, he does a rebound of, he does like a quarter rebound, which means a quarter of the shock rebounds back out. And then on the front ones, he does a half rebound, because you want him to work, you want it to be slower pulling out on the rear, because that's making your rear suspension stiffer, because more of the weight is on the back. And in the front, you don't want as much, because obviously there's not as much weight on the front. So anyway, that's the deal with that. Now, like we were talking about before, tools. There's a lot of different tools that I recommend. Try to stay away from the newer Losi stuff is garbage. These are very popular and were really great at a time. Now, I know guys that have had the old ones like Mr. Zoff for years and years and still using them. These I've got probably in the last year. And these are garbage shit. Okay? I've had these crack. You could probably see in this one here. Look at that shit. Focus in on that. Look at that. See that? It's got a crack in it. Right there. These things crack. They strip. I mean, they're garbage. And it just goes to show you that over time, companies cut corners, and unfortunately, we're the ones that get the shit sandwich out of it. Because back a couple years ago, probably, I know these Losi tools were very good. Now, the quality of them now is garbage. I would never ever buy another one of these. Or if you get one, throw it in the trash. This thing is going to eventually, what will happen is you're going to strip out your plug trying to get it out. These are garbage. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I keep this shit. These ones here, these come in the ProTech kit. If you want a good kit, it's a ProTech kit. It comes with a flathead and a Phillips like this. Good little tuning screwdriver if that's all you have. Comes with the plug wrench. Comes with the glow igniter. I think I have, I don't even know what I did with my glow igniter. ProTech one. And this thing I've had like a couple years, man. And it's beat the hell up. Look at that. ProTech. I like these, man. I almost might get another one. The kit, and it comes with a fuel bottle. Okay? It comes with a fuel bottle. It comes with this wrench. Look it up. It's a ProTech starter kit. These are actually pretty good. I really like these. But, they don't last forever. But, they're decent. I mean, for 20, I think it's like 20, 21, $22 or something. Pretty cheap. You get the wrench, and I've never had a problem. This is a really good wrench. And like I showed you guys before, take a piece of fuel line, glue it down in here. You got to, determine the length you need. And that way, when you go to pull your plug off, it sticks into the fuel line. But you're going to have to check what fuel line will fit on your plug. So anyway, yeah, and it's like 20-something bucks. Great start. If you can't, but if you can, just get these. These are like same price. I mean, you just get this though. But the ones with the meters, and the same thing with these. I've went through about 4 of these in the last year. Mr. Za has the older versions of this, the same thing, but the older ones that he's had for 5, 6 years, still using them. They're still good. Again, because the companies freaking cut corners now, and their shit is cheap. Dynamite shit is not the way it used to be. Loshi shit, obviously, is not the way it used to be. It's garbage, man. All the shit's garbage. They cut corners, and they don't care about the quality anymore, because they're trying to save a buck. And I get it. But we're actually the ones that get it, right in the ass. That's how we get it. So anyway, tools. I got to set these up. These are the MIPs, obviously. You know, I don't really want to use these. They're so new. And you listen, I used to be the same. When I got MIPs, I didn't want to use them, man. And then I would use, say, for instance, an engine that you needed a hex, that has a hex in it. You know, like, say, this Offna. And I was using some cheap Harbor Freight shit. I'm surprised, man, I didn't strip shit out. Why would I be doing that? The tool that you have the least chance of stripping anything, especially on a head bolt, is the best. MIPs. They're the Snap-on of RC tools. Why would you use anything else? Yeah, they're expensive, but that's what they're designed for. This is the least likely tool that will strip your shit out. So why people have MIPs? Because I understand, I used to be the same way. Why would you have an expensive MIP and not use the damn things? They're not for looks. They're to use. Torque on the hardest thing. Because this will be the least, again, least likely tool that will strip anything out. These things aren't going to strip shit out. And like I said, they will get rounded over time. Like I showed you guys, these will get rounded. And you're going to need to buy new ones. They're still good, but they're not as sharp as when they were brand new. I'll tell you that much. That's for damn sure. So anyway, I think I'm going to run. I was doing some clutch setups. Now, when you take apart and clean your clutches, take the bell off on the inside of it. Very, very fine sandpaper. Get all that shit out of there and clean it really good. Sometimes you'll get buildup, sometimes you won't. If you don't worry about it. Clean it out. Always clean the bearings. I take my bearings and I clean my bearings on this little thing here. This thing comes perfect. It's Dan's Banana Lube. You guys can find it online, I think, still. But I put the bearing on here, spin it. This is great stuff right here. CRC QD contact cleaner. It's just like that $10 can of dynamite. This is like $3. Okay? Yeah, this is great stuff, but this stuff here is like half the price, and I think it's better because I've used both. Okay, this $3.36 for this big old can, which is bigger than the MP, is half the price of the MP. So you can get 2 cans of this, which is bigger than one of those. Is MIP good? Is the MP good? Yeah, it's good, but this is just as good, and it's a lot cheaper. So it's affordable for you guys who can't afford to spend, you know, $6, $7, or $8 or whatever on a can of MP. But anyway, to get back to what we're talking about, clutches. So remember, on a modded motor, by the way, this is the modded 28.8 Rex Legend, RCR modded, badass. Okay, we're getting close to 2 gallons of it on it. Balls aren't dropped yet. It's still sleepwalking. It ain't fired up yet, but it's getting there. So the next one that I want to run is, I'm going to try this. I've never ran it. It's still brand new. I want to run it, even though maybe I might get it modded. It's not even got a quart through it, so I want to run this. I've never ran this motor since I got it. Remember, guys, this was the one that came for the deal with the 9901, 41021. I got a Novarossi fanny pack, which I'll probably never use, and that badass pit tail. So anyway, again, this is bone stock. So on a stock motor, I'm running light, heavy springs, medium and heavy springs. I use 2 Max Life clutch shoes, and I use 2, highly recommend, use those King Heads, okay, hard aluminum, 7075 hard aluminum gold clutch shoes. Those are badass clutch shoes, okay? I pretty much got a set of them on all my shit now. So I've got 2 on here and 2 Max Life. I'm using medium and heavy springs. Because remember, stock motor, needs help. It's stock. So you want to run heavier springs on your stock motor. Okay, I learned that from Mr. Za. Mr. Za taught me that. He also said on modded motors, they don't need help. If you want to burn through clutches, and it's good for shits and giggles, because the thing's going to be like a torque pulling wheelies. I mean, not just pulling wheelies, but you just burn through a lot of clutch shoes, because it'll just give it killer snap. But if you don't want to burn through clutch shoes, you know what I mean? So, I just use medium and light springs on my modded motors. Okay, and like I said, medium and heavy on stock. So we're gonna throw the Elite 5. It's pretty bad, but if you want a good quality motor, and I'm telling you people, these are a couple of my favorite pipes, by the way. I got another one of these coming and a different part number. I'll let you know when I get it. Lance is hooking me up with, this is a 2148, which is a badass pipe. If you want a pipe that's superior, okay, that outperforms another one of my favorite pipes, the 986 Nova Rossi and the 41032, there you go. 2148 Triton. It's $100 for both, for the header and that. This thing outperforms that. Okay? Trust me, I have both. I've ran them both. I have them on video. Go watch them. Okay? And I'll continue to run both. This pipe outperforms the 986. Okay, but I still like the 9886. I like the way it sounds. It performs great. But remember, the 9886 needs the 41032 to even function, and you're only going to see dramatic increase in your power band with that pipe and header on a modded motor. Okay, stock a little, but not much. That's why I like the 2148 Triton. This thing, you'll see on any motor the change in your performance dramatically. Okay, stock, modded, 21, 0.21, 0.28, 0.3, any motor. That's what I love about it. It's a lot more versatile of a pipe to gain performance than this. This is mostly for modded. That's what Mr. Za taught me, and he taught us. And you guys go watch his video. So anyway, a badass motor you want to get is one of these Virtus. They're expensive. They're high-end, okay? It's a high-end .21. I would never pay the $250 or $260 or almost $300 for this thing. Never. Because it's a pea shooter still. At the end of the day, it's still a .21. But since it came with one of the whips that I got, man, not bad for free. It's a badass motor. And it's still brand new. I mean, it is you guys seen it. This thing is nasty. It's dialed. I don't really, once you dial these good quality Novas in, you don't have to worry about it. And see, this has got a, what do I got on here? A 60 shim. Remember I told you I have a 60 shim stack in this thing. So that's what's on it. That's working well. I don't know if I'm going to change the shim stack. I think I like the way that it performed last time I ran it. So no sense that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's good to go. If I do want to gain a little bit more bottom end on it, then maybe I'll take, maybe 20 millimeter shim out, another shim out, get it down to 40. Or maybe just get it down to 50. Maybe if I put a 50 stack in here, it'll have a little bit more bottom end. But it's fine. I like the way it performs. So anyway, remember, not this motor, but one of these motors here, the Muggy will be I have another one, not P5, I have another one of these, but with a purple head, an Elite 5. I might give away that one. Who knows? But anyway, you guys know the deal on the contest. Badass RTR. Okay. Check this out. Look. You want to see something? Look. Still going. Money. Okay. Make sure you clean out I clean out my clutches, re-oil my bearings, clean out my clutch bell every single time that I run my shed. What I'll do on my clutch shoes, I'll take a little wire brush to it and just, make sure I get any kind of residue that might be left on there after running it. I do that all the time. Highly recommend these Protex 100Ts. If you can't afford $100 servos, $90 servos, get one of these. These are badass, okay? And I called Protec. They said it doesn't matter if it glitches, if it stops working, they will replace it. I just talked to one of their techs today. He told me that. So whatever you guys have heard in the past, if you ever have a problem with Protex and returning them, I know most of the guys there, hit me up. I got your back. Don't worry. But these are good servos. They're great torque, good speed for bashing, thrashing, and just recreational. Okay? I don't know if I'd race them because they're not that fast, but they work for what I do right now. I am looking into the ProTech 130s, which I highly I heard that they're really badass, or even the ones like Adam Drake runs. He runs ProTech. One of the reasons I think that he wouldn't run them if they were garbage. But anyway, we're gonna see if we can get this beast out. She just hasn't been ran for a long time. But the next whip we will be running will be the MBX7 Truggy, race Truggy, the Mugen, with the RB modded 28.8 Rex Legend. We're gonna rip this sucker, get her dialed in. I think I've got a 16 pinion on it. We'll see what that does. Oh, by the way, I ordered another Reds clutch. I got a 32 millimeter, which if you can see down in there, the Reds Tetris, I highly recommend them because you don't have to jack with springs. It's the only clutch system out there that has an adjustment to either lighten your shoes, okay, make the springs light, medium, or heavy. That's pretty sick. You don't have to take them off, change springs, and all that bullshit. You can adjust them on the fly. Pretty badass. So they're about $60. They're not cheap. I got one of those coming, and another one that I've heard a lot of good things about, and I haven't tried yet is a Works. Works clutches they're pricey, but you don't want to spare any expense when it comes to clutches, because if your clutch shit isn't dialed, and your shit isn't smooth, and your shit isn't shimmed right, which means you have just, see that? Look at that. See, just a tad. Remember, the bearings are going to expand, so if you put it too tight, you'll blow out bearings. And I highly recommend, okay, these bearings here, you get 10 of them, I believe, for, what is it, $10? You're paying $1 a bearing. They're not high-end, but they work really well. I haven't had any issues with them or haven't blown any out on my clutches yet. Okay, even though I do change them periodically anyway. But for that price, you change them every run. Who gives a shit? I know Gearhead Addict. Shout out to my brother Gearhead Addict. He's using them. Shout out to Just Joe, another of my brothers. Happy holidays to Just Joe and the family. Shout out to 1/5 RC. Shout out to Elite. Shout out to John Bodegel, my brother from another mother, for life. Me and him have been talking a lot. Like I said, he's helping me, going to help me. Him and Elite are going to help me build the ultimate beast of a 1/5 scale badass vehicle. Okay, and that will be coming in the next few months. I'll keep you posted on that. John's working on some stuff for me right now. He's going to be hooking me up. And like I said, Elite's going to help me on the build too. I respect both of those guys, and I trust everything that they know about FitScale, that they're going to help me make a badass whip. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got, everybody. So remember, at the end of the day, no matter what the results that you get, no matter if you blew a motor, you bent something, you had a runaway, whatever, okay? As long as you gave it all you got, as long as you had a great attitude, okay, and as long as you learned something, you got ahead. Now, if you didn't, then you didn't get ahead. So anyway, that's all I got. Who else did I forget? Oh, shout out to Lights Out, my brother. Thank you for the favor that you did me. And shout out to, who else? Shout out to, well, I already said his name. I didn't say his real name, but I said his channel. So anyway, go watch those guys, man. Nitro Addict, Nitro Nation, Sherman, Nitro Lifestyle. These guys are new, but they're doing the work. They're putting in the time, and I'm gonna help them get ahead, and whatever they need from me, they know they can always ask me. Okay, so the only dumb question is the one that you don't ask. All right, people. I had found another pair of these. These are the mud guards for my Techno Truggy. See the bottom? Look. Rip them bitches right out. And these things aren't cheap. Okay, but I found another pair. I think I want to I'm going to put a pair on the buggy too. Plastic ones are cool. I just think the carbon fiber looks a lot badderasser. Carbon fiber looks badderasser. So anyway, keep on your tools. Check your tools. If you want a good set of tools, look into the Yaw Racing ones. I highly recommend them. They're really good. Haven't had any issues with them. This Trinergy is a great tuning driver. I use this actually, to take the bolt heads out of my Nova Rossi engines. Very good. Oh, and also too, one last one. These Phillips, or I think they're called what are they called? They're German. They're called Philos. These aren't the high-end ones. They make some expensive ones. I got a set of 5 of these. Okay, Philos. They're German crafted steel. The best. Okay. I got a set of these, of 5 I believe, for like $30, which wasn't bad. But they have some where it's like $150 a set. But I wanted to try the German ones, and they're badass. German tools and Swiss tools are the best. So anyway, that's all I got. Wow, that actually ran a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I got to get back to drinking my Rockstar. I got a blueberry muffin on the side that my auntie made for me, and the Nitro Cave. The nitro storage here, it's doing the job right now, and I just can't wait to get into my new Nitro Cave. So anyway, I don't know if it's going to happen before the holidays are over with, so it probably won't happen till the first of the month, but I'm just being patient, doing what I got to do. Like I said, I turned my storage into a freaking Nitro Cave, just so I could bring you guys some wrenching and some stuff other than the drama. Okay, let's move on. It's all water under the bridge now. Okay, let's get back to the regular scheduled program, people. Okay, Muggy Maniac will always remember, when you're not running your shit, set your piston bottom dead center. Don't jack your shit up. Don't leave your piston up in there. Okay, all right, and put some Muggy juice in it too. Anybody else need the part number on this sick-ass carbon fiber wrap? Let me know, because there's a lot of different kinds. I've used the different ones too. This one is the best, the one I like the best so far. So anyway, that's all I got, people. Catch you guys on the rebound. Peace, I'm out.